There's been a lot of publicity about snakes spotted around the Gold Coast, especially on our beaches. So why are they so prevalent at the moment? And what should you do if you encounter one? Well, we caught up with Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary's resident snake expert, Michael Vella, to get the rundown.
The reason we're seeing so many snakes at the moment, so many more snakes, is because it's starting to warm up, and this is the time of year that snakes start to become active. Sand dunes on our beaches are a natural habitat for some of our snake species. It's unlikely for a snake to want to be wandering down an open beach though. They really like areas where they can hide themselves pretty quickly. So don't expect to rock up to the beach and have a snake come and harass you on your beach towel. But it might be a good idea if you're walking your dog through the dunes, or if yourself getting through the dunes or the more scrubby areas where there's a lot of vegetation and places for snakes to hide. Make sure you keep your dog on a lead and make sure you stick to the tracks, and always be on the lookout for snakes just to make sure you don't step on one accidentally. You will see harmless species like pythons, but it is a possibility that you may come across something like an eastern brown snake, which can be potentially quite dangerous. Now, if you do happen to encounter one, we want you to try and stay as calm as you possibly can and stay nice and still. We don't want to panic the snake, basically. Snakes are far more afraid of us than we are of them. You've probably heard that before. And the more we can do not to startle the snake, the calmer they're going to be and the less they're going to want to interact with us. And it should pass on by. And it's very, very important that if you do encounter a snake on your property, to make sure you get a professional to the area. 98% of people that are bitten by snakes are usually trying to catch or kill the snake themselves. In the unfortunate instance of being bitten by a snake, it's very important to try and stay as calm and still as you possibly can. You want to apply a compression bandage and call for emergency services as quickly as possible. So it's not likely that everyone's going to be carrying a bandage, but a pair of stockings, a pair of pants, a towel, anything you can find to place some compression on the limb that's been bitten, all the way up the limb. You can even splint the limb, particularly on a small child, to keep it as still as possible. Get them to emergency services, preferably getting an ambulance to the site. They'll get you to hospital. The calmer the patient is, the stiller they are, and the sooner that you can get that compression bandage on, the more likely it is that they're going to survive that snake bite. And there is a good chance that anyone within access to first aid should be able to survive a snake bite. Of course, you can come and see some of our native snakes and other wildlife here at Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary, so make sure you pop on down and pay us a visit.
For more on snakes, visit mygc.com.au and help Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary pave the way for our wildlife and purchase your Walkways for Wildlife personally engraved paver today. Go to www.savingyourwildlife.org.au for more info.